Hi, it's another segment of the Half Hour Organizing Project, and we're going to talk about receipts. What I know about most of you is that you save too many receipts and you throw them in a jar or a shoebox or on the counter or a lot of places. And there are some really great ways to organize receipts, all kinds of accordion files, a complicated file system, you name it. You can find a way to organize receipts. But the single easiest way to organize receipts, and what I'm going to ask you to do in this half-hour project, is to simply create a hanging file, okay, for your receipts. The reality is that very, very few times do you ever need a receipt, but you need a place to put the receipt in the meantime, in the next 6 months or however. So number one is quit saving things like grocery receipts unless you are a person who is diligently tracking your food spending, diligently tracking your restaurant spending. If that's the case, we're talking a different situation. But for most of us, we save too many and we don't need to. So the ones you are going to save, the easiest way is to create one for home like this. This is simply a hanging file folder, and every time you're going to save a receipt, like from Target, you stick it in here. Okay, so when do you clean it out? When this thing starts to get bulky and too big, that's an indication to clean it out. You might do that once a year. You might do that every 6 months. If you want to, you can do it all the time, but just decide when it's big, I'm going to clean it out. In the meantime, you have this. You have a little stack of receipts. You stick them in here, and this can go in your hanging file drawer. If you have a desktop file, it doesn't matter. Get a place, create a file for them to go in. I do the same concept for business. I run my business out of my home. My husband runs his business out of his home. This is my business file, because when I sit down for tax time, I can just separate out all the different entities and quickly do my taxes that way. So I have a separate one for business and a separate one for my household taxes. Then if you ever need the receipt, you can go right to the file and pull it out. Okay, so your half-hour organizing project is to create a receipt file, a receipt station where you can dump all of your receipts into. All right, have a good one.